welcome back to Zero Generation. And this is our third episode. Today, we have my very best friend, Grace Park. Let's give it to Grace Park. I was like, applause. Thank you, our camera team. Appreciate it. But I mean, I was just so excited. I mean, come on. We've been together like
a whole
so
time.
Grace and I, we were like the duo when we first got into USC.
Yeah.
We were supposed to work together, just two of us. I was like, oh, that's nice. I have a Korean oatmeal right now. And then we got separated because of some reason, but we were like the very first.
Yeah.
I was so happy to be like team up with you for like maybe 3 days, and then we got
Likewise. I mean, I feel very grateful that we were like teamed up even for 3 days. So, like, I think that really initiated like, how the tracks.
But anyway, Grace, could you tell us a bit more about yourself?
Yes.
What do you do for a living? What's your goal in LA? And where are you originally from?
Okay, cool. So my name is Grace Park, and my Korean name is Park Hae-jin, and I'm from Korea. I went back and forth from New Zealand to Korea when I was growing up, so I kind of have a weird accent. I'm a filmmaker in LA. I went to same school with Itchy and everyone here.
Grace is a great director.
Thank you.
Writer, director.
Thank you. My career goal is to make fantasy and sci-fi movies with a bit of social issue in the core. So that's my career goal.
Nice. Okay. And well, you didn't tell us when you came here.
2019. So
okay, same.
Yes.
Same with me. Like
December.
For me, it's the end of the year. But
yes, likewise.
Do you remember what shocked you the most when you first arrived?
Yes. I think the biggest shock for me when I arrived in LA was left turns.
Left turn?
So when you drive,
it's hard to turn left?
Yeah, because in Korea you always have left signals and traffic lights.
Yeah.
But then here you don't. It was just shocking for me. Do I go
you need to
or
catch the yellow light.
Yeah.
Okay,
I try to go, but then there's people crossing and it's so dangerous. So I don't know. I think that took me almost 6 months to figure out
to turn left without stress.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
How about culture-wise? Anything you feel interesting about people here?
Generally, America, I'm not really sure, but one thing I was shocked about LA was how
you're
friendly.
LA is another country.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Are we still talking about America? Yes, we're still talking about.
Okay, America. I'm sorry. Okay, let's go back to America.
You're good.
The cultural shock for America. I guess how individualism, is that the right word?
Yeah.
It's great and also kind of bad as well. People don't care about people, but also people don't care about people. Meaning, it's great. In Korea, ajumas, older ladies would go "Oh, 살쪘네, you got fat." Or,
oh yeah.
or
is that a sunburn?
Yeah. Well, all right, but then also ajumas they care about you. They give you extra food, and they're your uncles, aunties.
Oh, yeah.
But I think here you don't really hear that. You can be yourself a bit more, but also sometimes you get kind of lonely, and
you're nobody nagging me.
No, yeah.
So
that's the culture shock.
Right. Yeah. How about what scared you the most when you were here in America?
Yeah, I think the the most scary thing for me here was health insurance.
The health insurance, yes, and car insurance.
Car insurance as well. And I think the fact that how expensive it gets when you get into an accident.
Yeah.
I remember like it was the night before I left Korea, 2019 December, and I was just like terrified. I had all these thoughts like, why am I going? Like, like one of the biggest reasons was because what if I get to an accident and like it'll cost billions of dollars and like I'll be in debt
I'll
forever.
be in debt till my grandchild.
Yes, exactly. And like I'm like, what am I trying to do? So yeah, I think that was one of the scariest ones. Along with that, I think another thing that was scary was at least, okay, I'm going back to LA, but the lack of public
transportation.
Yeah,
they do have it. It's just not safe.
Yeah,
at least for us, not safe.
Yeah. So I mean, Korea was pretty like I think Taiwan as well. They have really good public transportation. So really I think I missed that just a bit. Yeah.
Yes. Going on to our next question, I wanted to ask, what do you do when you feel lonely and homesick? Because I know that one time you mentioned to me that there's this book called Crying Alone in Edgemont.
Yeah.
I think,
Edgemont.
I wanted to ask you, like, how about for you? Like, what do you do when you, like, you know, coping with your loneliness and just missing home?
I think you might already know.
You crying Edgemont? I'm not even Korean. I can cry in Edgemont.
That I already did. I already did it several times, but after,
several times.
Yeah. After,
the security is like, no, that's Grace. She's here.
She's here again. But after 3 times crying there, I'm like, well, I'll just get something nice.
Yeah.
And I got better with not crying in Edgemont. But I think you know already, but I would FaceTime my mom a lot.
Yeah.
We were trying to figure out how to emotionally connect over this
little screen.
Yeah. And what we kind of learned was if she teaches me some Korean food recipe, I think that was a kind of easier way to spend time together without.
Yeah. I totally understand. I remember maybe the first week I arrived. Yeah. I live in like a big house that you share a kitchen with other housemates. And then I was about to cook my dinner. And it's mapo tofu. Yeah. And it's not hard at all. Yeah. But that's one thing my mom had told me before I leave for America. And then I messed up. I was like, this doesn't look right. Yeah. This is not tofu anymore. This is more like, we have this thing called douhua in Taiwan. And it look like this. It's like a dessert. It's not a meal. It's not it's awful. Yeah. And then I called my mom. And my mom was like so surprised because I never called home like at all. Yeah. And she thought I was in a hospital or like I was dying or something. She was so nervous. Yeah. And then I was just like, turn the camera on, like, what did I do wrong? Why my mapo tofu look like this? And my mom I think she felt like a big relief after she found out, oh, you're just cooking dinner. So I definitely understand that teaching a new recipe is a good time to just hang out with your parents.
Definitely.
Because it's not awkward.
Like you actually have something to do. At least for my family, we need like an activity to do. We're not like those family where you sit down and talk for 4 hours.
Tell me about your feelings.
Yeah. We're not really that kind of family, so I think that's helpful. And just for everyone, she cooks really good mapo tofu. So I guess thanks to
The
Itch's
secret is
mom.
the sauce. The sauce is from
You can kind of, yeah, you should have a.
I know. I was like, yes, this is the thing that my mom told me to buy if they have it here.
Yes.
I'm like, thank God they have it.
Yes.
And I also remember the time when I see a Taiwanese cabbage. It's like they have cabbage, normal cabbage, and they have this one kind. They will just put Taiwanese cabbage.
They say it's
And I'm
Taiwanese
like,
cabbage.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's me. And I'm
You're
like,
a Taiwanese cabbage.
I'm like, come on. It's like they're veggie, but they're people from my hometown.
Yeah.
So I got emotional in 99 range a lot of times.
Yeah, sometimes I see Korean bear and like, you're here too, out there.
Right? Oh,
Overseas.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah.
That's how we cope with it.
Yeah.
That's a good way, I would say. And I also want to ask you, do you remember if there's certain moments that you experience here in America that make you feel like you're being accepted to this society?
Yeah. I really loved this question because I was like thinking, and it really like kind of made my heart warm. I think it was like, it's like this, like us, like I call them like my LA family. It's like,
Aww.
and here's
Goodness.
sitting. We have this, group of friends sitting in the living room and just absolutely doing nothing and worrying.
Sometimes we do stupid things.
Yeah.
But yeah, mostly nothing.
Yeah, and just like stressing out about life and, be depressed together.
I remember the first group chat that we have with June, who's just this Korean American guy that we know. Anyway, the first group chat that we have with June, what is it?
Sad Asian kids. Yeah.
The group chat that is sad
Yeah.
Asian kids.
Yeah.
And it's so accurate.
Yeah.
We were like getting ice cream, but secretly sad
Yeah.
all together.
Yeah. It started expanding. But
It's funny.
But I think that was the moment where I felt like, oh, I have like a people that I can call family, and I don't know, it doesn't matter like what kind of like status I am. It just felt like, oh, I kind of belong here now because I got my people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww. That's very touching. Yeah. I always like this saying that home is who you are with. It's not where you are, but it's what companion you share.
Yeah.
On to the next question. How has your love life been since you came to America, went to graduate school, finished your degree, started working, and like just want to know if you have met someone from school, from home, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's, I mean, you guys know, but
the best story.
Yeah. I mean, Itchy witnessed every single...
I know. I'm like the first row with popcorn.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I met someone from school. I guess like the way I met was actually before school started.
Yes, that's the magical part. It's not even started yet.
Yeah.
It's just orientation.
Yes. It was admitted students day, and I'm not sure if I've gotten USC or not because they're like keep kind of telling it in a vague way, like you're accepted if you submit something, and I'm like,
really?
Yeah, they were kind of like vague about it. So
interesting.
yeah, like I emailed like 100 times.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't really give me a firm answer, so I was like,
I thought you were gonna say they didn't even give me a fuck.
firm answer, same app, but
why would they do that?
no, yes, but yes, they didn't really give a fuck as well. But so I was like, okay, I need a vacation, and I want to figure out if I'm going or not. So I spent all my money and like came to USC, admitted students day, and they had like buffet and greeting the students. And there were like round tables here and there, and I sat on a table and I got to meet a lot of awesome filmmakers who's kind of deciding whether they want to come to USC or not. And in the same table sat Xander.
Oh, Xander.
Yeah. Now my husband.
Aww.
Yeah. And we met there, and yeah. I mean, we weren't really impressed by each other when we first
Really?
met.
It wasn't love at first sight?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think we were very judgmental about each other, or I don't know, very different worlds. Very.
Yeah.
Yeah. But later on, we were hanging out in the same friend group once we got into school, and and that's we went on walks and we got into a relationship.
Those walks. And you got 2 cats together?
Yeah. Right now we have Mowgli and Arthur.
Nice. That's a family.
Yeah, we have a good life.
Yeah. So will you recommend dating your classmates in America? Or you feel like you took a risky step when you're doing that?
Definitely risky step, because I had like a motto, like never date filmmakers or never date anyone you work with, but I don't know, somehow it happens. So
Yeah.
Destiny. Yeah, I don't know, if you want to, if you feel like if this is the person, then you should go for it, but yeah, up to you guys. Yeah.
Nice. But at least for you, it's such a good experience. I mean, up and down.
A lot of
more like up, down, 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 up, down, 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 and up.
Yes,
Yeah.
and she saw it all. So yeah, you saw it all.
What a time. So being with Xander, he's an American, like a full American.
Yeah.
Do you feel like dating a foreigner? I mean, you are a foreigner here. He's a domestic person here. But do you feel like dating somebody with a different background make you drift away from your own culture?
Yes and no. Yes, in a way. Yes, I'm not using as much Korean. I would be.
That's Xander's fault.
Yeah, he should be
have
learning.
learned.
He's still, yeah.
You should just speak it. Just don't care if he understands. Just like randomly started.
I've been actually trying to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, except especially when we fight. I'm like, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
I love it.
Yeah, so, and he's like, ooh, but yes, but also no, because he loves Korean food, and I think I felt like it's okay was when I came home really tired, and he like prepped soft tofu soup for me.
Really?
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
god!
And he brings out kimchi and like.
So he's converting to Korean.
Yes,
actually.
he's being raised as a Korean.
Wow, that's amazing. That's impressive.
Yeah, he tries. Yeah. And I think there's well, the question was if I'm like drifting away from my culture, right?
Yeah, or like maybe other challenges that you encountered while dating an American guy.
I think I experienced that a lot the first year. I mean, we like had fights like twice a week for a full year, like because I didn't understand his way of like living or like expressing how he feels. I thought he was meaning something else when he was just trying to have a conversation. And I think for him it was like that too, because we just speak literally different language, but also like culturally very different language.
Yeah.
I think the biggest part was we really tried hard to communicate, and I think that really helped overcoming the differences.
Yeah, communication is definitely, it's important in any kind of relationship.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you have different mother tongues, that's even more important.
Yeah.
Like communication. Do you remember the happiest day that you had in America? The days that make you feel like everything is worthy?
Yeah, I think it was when Xander proposed.
Oh,
but
it was Griffiths Observatory.
Yes, but I think the moment was like when he brought me to all our friends and
at a bar.
Yeah, I think like having everyone I love so much around me. I think that was like really good day because it was funny. I didn't know. I was kind of expecting that Xander would propose soon,
but you thought it would be more private.
yeah, and also I didn't know he was gonna propose that day, and I was actually really depressed that day.
Aww.
Yeah, so I was like, he was like trying to get things going. So the reason we were late was because like I was keep like, you know what, I don't know what life means. Like,
oh my god, I remember. So when Xander told us that he's gonna propose like on that day, I remember the weekend before. So it's me, Sydney, and Abby.
Yeah.
We gathered together to make banners. You know, we do the poster and stuff.
Yeah,
and then we're like, wow, Grace won't know.
Yeah.
So she won't dress up. But they're gonna definitely take pictures or like videos. And then Abby was like, maybe we should force her or lure her to do her nails.
Yeah.
Manicure. I remember I was texting you like, do you want to go to this nail place that I always go in we both live in Burbank, just in the neighborhood, like just an hour, and then you can get pretty nails. And then Grace was like, I don't think I should. I don't know. And I'm like,
I was going through something that.
Yeah.
So.
But eventually everything went really well.
Yeah. So thank you guys. I felt like obviously loved by Xander very much, but also I really felt like I was loved by amazing group of people. So
we do love you.
Thank you. And I feel very lucky.
Yes.
Alright.
On the other note, could you share with us what was your worst day?
I think it was when my mom got sick.
Aww.
Yeah.
That is hard.
That was when like it was COVID and we were all quarantining in our house. And like my room was the oldest space I could go. Like I was luckily I had you and Xander back then, like physically next to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it felt like it was just like so like helpless. Like the fact like I can't do anything for her, and like it really felt like usually, you know, like it's Korea, LA, you can with flight you can go there.
Yeah.
But it really felt like I could feel every inch of distance between my mom and me. And it just, you know, it's horrible feeling not being able to go there. Yeah, she's all good now. She's amazingly good now, but yeah, I think that was the worst day.
I understand how hard it must be for you those days. It's not a one day thing. It's also like
but thankfully she got better pretty soon. We realized it's getting better. So
I was praying for, you know, like really good outcome from whatever treatment your mom was getting. I'm happy to hear that she's doing really well now.
She's like running around now.
Is she well enough to open another cafe? Probably in America or maybe in Taiwan.
That'd be nice.
The cakes Grace mom makes is like top notch.
Thank you.
Amazing.
I'll tell my mom.
So
yes.
Yeah. It's not only tastes good, it looks good too.
Thank you. Yeah. She makes a little commercial for my mom.
I mean, I don't think you need any advertisement. You just need a storefront, and you're there.
Thank you.
Yeah, the food speaks for themselves. So.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Our next question for you is, do you sometimes wonder what your life would have been if you stay in Korea?
Yeah, I think if I stayed in Korea, I would have been kept working in like commercials and
you say 16-hour day.
Yeah. And possibly like try to get into narrative like TV networks. Yeah, I would have been kept doing it. I did hear that Korean film industry is getting better, like work hour wise. So I don't know. I think I might have given up film if I were
really
in Korea, because it was pretty intense. Like I might have like just
Like choose a easier route
I might
to
have.
make a living.
Yeah, but it definitely has gotten better, I think.
Yeah. That's good. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
So you won't say that you ever regret your choice.
I wasn't for a while. Because like coming here is like little kid going into Charlie's Chocolate Factory. You know, like you go to a cafe. There's like film people all around, and like and you're actually living in the like historic film industry. So it was amazing, but if I'm starting, there's a little part of me starting to like regret blooming.
Yeah.
Is when I see my parents getting old.
Oh, yeah.
Like I see more silver hair than black hair. So those stuff, I'm like, damn it, like it's like a, you know, people say the little ones and the older ones, they change so fast. I feel like I'm gonna miss out a lot of my parents' like lives and stuff. So that's one of the reasons that I start regretting slightly. Yeah.
You're like, what if I spend more time with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know that at least you're going back home.
Yeah.
For, can I say?
Yes.
For a nice event.
Yes.
For a really nice event in Korea. So I would say I'm excited for you to like finally spend time with your family in Korea, not in America, you know. We never learn to cherish what we had back home until we are like in another place.
Yeah, I think it's really tricky to cherish as well when you're just, you know, in your ordinary life. It's hard to see what you have.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, and the very last question for you is, what advice would you like to give to those people who are planning to come here to America?
I think to find your family, like America family, like find your friends.
Yeah.
Like they say, like networking is important, but networking aside, I think having a group of friends or like family, whoever it is, to that you can like, you know,
just hang out.
Yeah, just hang out.
It's like Friends.
Yeah, exactly.
We both watched Friends growing up, and that's exactly people who spend a lot of time with you.
Yeah.
It's very, very important to your mental health.
Yeah.
And sometimes even physical health, because you will be like, let's go hiking.
Right.
And then you would never do that if you're alone.
Right,
Yeah, you would just slip in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like definitely making the right friends.
Yeah. Like I was watching Friends, you know, like I didn't understand, like, how can they just hang out all the time? Like, do they not, you know, like, do they not, like...
They don't have their own life?
Yeah. Well, like, they're not actually going to work that much. So, I don't know.
Only Chandler.
Yeah.
Only Chandler.
But I think it was, like, absolutely necessary for the people who's living away from their family, like in the city or something. Like, it's almost like you need that to survive in the cold world.
Till the end of the day, I think human beings, we are, how do you say that? The kind of animal who need to live together with others.
Yeah, like elephants?
Like it's kind of like guinea pig.
You
cannot, it's illegal. I think it's illegal in some country to have only one guinea pig.
Really?
You need to keep them at least 2 of them so they can share their time and feelings with each other.
They just talk with each other.
Yeah, but it's like wolf. They don't really do alone time. They live with like a pack of families. So no matter you're introvert, you're extrovert, doesn't matter. You still need to spend time with somebody other than yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Unless you have a dog. That's an exception. You don't need to interact with other people if you have a dog. But if not, then yeah, go out and make some friends.
Yeah.
And I hope you someday will meet like somebody like Grace Park to me.
Yeah.
Like a very important friend in your life. And hopefully they will be in America when you come here, if you do decide to come. But
Yeah.
yes, thank you so much for coming to our little recording session. And that's it, our third episode.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Wonderful.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Okay, if you are liking this content, no matter on Spotify or on YouTube, please
Subscribe, like, and share. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. We're like equally awkward.